I got my camera might fall. Hold on. I was not ready. I was doing a like a subliminal whatever, and I was putting on mascara, and I was like, I am a money magnet, whatever. And I put on like 1,000 layers of mascara, and I was like, oh shit, I was supposed to be working. What's up, everybody? It's Dharma here to do a daily for you. This is going to be for about 24 to 36 hours from whenever you watch this lovely tarot story. It's told as a story, not as a tarot reading, so I'm not just going to spew out messages. We have fun here. It's interactive. So watch the comments. When this is over, go on over to the Raven's Nest and we continue the laughs and the giggles and the whatevers. You are welcome to be part of our tribe. We love everybody. The only rules are don't be an asshat. Easy rules. Good morning. Good morning. There you go. I just staged all of you guys. Should probably stage my cards too. I've been doing weeklies all morning. I did a random for who needs it. As soon as I get my computer screen issue fixed, I will upload those. Okay. I kind of want to start with a hush tarot. Guys, angels, anyone from the highest good with a message to come forward for the collective today. Next 24 to 36 hours, please. You're welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, yeah, I have her link. It's on Instagram. I have to take it from Instagram. I got to figure out how to use my copy paste whatever on my phone. She does unique. And that's where these eyelashes came from. But that's what I was doing. I was sitting there like putting on layers and layers. It's soothing. It's like brushing your own hair, right? And normally they're full of glue, right? So, hey, what's up, Jennifer? Nice to see you. All right. Calling in Michael for a gatekeeper, please. It's all snowy and wonderful outside. Do, 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 do. Two of Cups. Eight of Cups. Four of Cups. All right. Should I stay or should I go now? If I stay, there will be trouble. If I go, there will be double. Yo, I straight up heard you already fucking know the answer to that. Like, why are we even doing a reading on it? Because I think that somebody, like, stops to weigh their options and it's like, you already know the answer to that. You're she vibey. Okay? I think there's a tarot channel called She Vibey, so I don't often say that. That might be relevant. Oh, and there goes my nose. So I guess we're going to go watch one of her videos today. Okay, I get it. There's that big old owl. And typically the owl isn't that big. Typically the owl is like on your shoulder, like hooting in your ear. You know. But they had to call in the big guns, like, hey, and the devil and the Knight of Rods. Well, yeah, there it is. When the devil and the Knight of Rods come out together, oh my goodness. Is it Simantali? Is that how you say your name? I usually just call you Baptiste. Simantali. Simantali. I'd like to meet you, friend. If you're on Instagram, please give me a shout. Or Facebook. You're a very kind soul. The devil and the Knight of Rods coming out together. What does that tell you? I don't know. Maybe you're meeting somebody and you're like, wow, I like this, but she's vibey. She can feel something. The moon. Something is off. Something is really off here. The Hierophant. And then I just heard, like, in the background, like, cheering. Okay, like an audience of cheering people. Because she's... Okay, riddle me this. We start out with, should I stay or should I go? Which would then lead to me the presumption that you're being gifted with an option in regards to Two of Cups, making some kind of union with a person. But they're coming with a devil's mask on. All right. It's presented like tra-la-la, and this is some kind of test you're being asked to, because if she's if quote she's vibey, look at her eye, her shifty eye. She's like, and that's the Strength card. It doesn't have, you don't, if you're a masculine watching this, it doesn't matter. All right, it's strength. But this character is all who's the man behind the... What's at the end of Scooby-Doo? Where they're like, let's take off the mask and see who the perpetrator is. And you can't believe it, who it is or what it is that they're... I mean, you can believe it. We know what's in Pandora's box. There's a dick in the box. Always. King of Cups reversed. And I don't typically read these in reverse. Let me switch up gears here. Let's get some fairies on it. Wow. I tell you what, we were talking about inflammatory issues and light workers who often have autoimmune issues. Okay, bitches, I ate like 2 fucking cakes last night and tried every single creamy liqueur, holiday, whatever. Oh, thank you, Amy. I'm sitting here, she's being sweet to me, and I'm like, oh my God, my face looks thin for being such a fat ass. It's true. Anyway, I appreciate that. My kids are going to have a good Christmas this year. If you guys want to... I'm not asking for donations, but you guys do that anyways. So if you do know that it's going to things that are going to benefit the Crow's Nest, which is the physical place, it's 30 acres that I bought here, and there's going to be space for people to come and kind of be vibey like this and, like, you know, let your freak flag fly. It's cool. We love ya. We got you. It's space for whatever. But anyway, there's all kinds of stuff that's going towards that. They're on the wish list, and that's going to eventually be in the box below. That's where I've got stuff on there that I need to get that place going. But it's not required. I prefer your everyday attendance. Okay? You guys are so sweet. I would in their meddling dog. I would love to have a Great Dane. I would love to have a Great Dane. I mean, Bodhi's kind of like that. The fairies aren't ready to talk yet. They're like that. This is Brian Froud's Fairies article. I know, Tony. I saw that. I can feel him around sometimes. But it's little, I'll get like songs, or I'll just get a hard memory and I'm like, whoa. But it's more like a what's up. Like, you know, ha. See? There it is. This is the feeling. I see what you did there. I see what you're up to. Cute. Nice little fucking game you're trying to play. I don't know. It feels like a karmic test. It feels like the big I don't know what the words I'm trying to find here are. It's a big deal. And you're like, you shall not pass. Look at that. Nay, how dare you? If I stay, there will be trouble. If I go, there'll be double. How about I choose neither? I gotta open my window. Stand by. Okay. How about I choose neither of those things? I mean, am I right? It does feel like it feels like losing a childhood blanket, but it feels like your childhood blanket bites. Like bites. Like hurt, like bites. You know what I mean? You think it's gonna snuggle, but really it's gonna get you. This feels like revenge. It feels like somebody's like trying to hurt you with some kind of revenge. Like, get with me right now, be my whatever right now, or I'm gonna run off and be a player. And I think that, and this is your best friend, so clearly you've known this person for a while. And I feel like this is the test. Again, here we are with another moon phase, and I feel like every time there's a moon phase, you get a test. Okay? Typically, you would hold on and start freaking out like, oh, they're going to love someone more than me, or just the whole slew of things that people try to make you feel when they want to make you jealous in order to get you back. But she's all, I slay all day. I mean, I cannot stop listening to that song because it's true. If you haven't, I mean, and plus, for those of you who don't know, I was a dancer for a long time. Not pole dancer, all right, but like dancer, that was my thing. Toured the country with drum corps and stuff, and when I hear a beat, I want to, and it makes you feel empowered. I mean, when you can like sling your hair around, and you should see me frying chicken, okay? It is straight up Super Bowl in there. I get down while I'm beating my eggs, okay? Talk about a slim, fine woman want to twerk with it. Scrambled or fried. Okay? She doesn't need this shit. She just doesn't. She's ready for this. The whole collective is with it. The people that she's got with her, whoever her fucking tribe is, whether that's you and your dog, or you and a whole tribe of people, or you and your kids, or you and your friends, right? They all want it. And so we're having this is Tabira of the water. She comes in and she's like, let me take your burdens. I'll help you like get through it to feel it. I'll help you with that. And then this like cut is made. And this person who kept trying to come back and do whatever, they're being grounded. Maybe that means block, like you might actually just block them. No thanks. All day. I slay. All day. Slim fine woman wasn't twerking it. Well, I'm telling you, okay, moms, when you're mixing up the gingerbread, because that's happening, we make a train, not a house. I don't want to talk about my Victorian gingerbread disaster. I'm still upset about it. Hours and hours and hours. So now we make a fucking train, and all the kids can have their own little cart, and they can fill that shit full of candy and move on. All right? There's a tribe of them. It's not adorable like you see on Hallmark. It's a fucking mess. And we do it every year because it's jolly. I'm calm. I am a calm girl. I'm like pre-upsetting myself for what's about to happen this evening. They're throwing candy everywhere, and the dog is hot, like making that noise because they choke on the peppermints. It's like, why won't you just not be in here. Delicately squeezed turns into a, and you got, all right. Why am I even doing this? Why did I even go into this rabbit hole? I should know better. These are the things that we keep bottled in. Not my gumdrops! Eat me! It's gonna happen. It's gonna be holly and jolly, and I'm gonna take fucking pictures. Okay? Even if I have to draw smiles on their faces with the frosting that they're gonna fucking get everywhere. She's like, you're a monster! That is my favorite. I would hang out with that dude, the gingerbread man. That I'd be like, what up? I wouldn't fuck with that guy. You gonna spit his own frosting at me? Damn. Alright. The Taurus. I said the Taurus. It's the Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune and the New Beginning. This is my point. And the bellows. I just heard you know that it's not roulette. I guess maybe it is roulette. Any of those things, like on Wheel of Fortune or fucking the guy with the tiny mic. He doesn't die. He fucking punched Adam Sandler right in the cake hole. Called him a bitch. What is his name? Bob Barker. Okay? That thing that they spin, you know that noise? That's what's in my head. Yeah. And it's like all of their responses except for the one is wrong. So it is roulette. You better hope you land on the right one, because if you don't, I feel like you're going. You remember on Wayne's World? Remember that? That's what happens. It's Groundhog's Day. And I'm gonna miss you like a child misses their blanket. I gotta get a move on with my life. And we'll be playmates and lovers and share our fantasies, something like that. I'm gonna miss you. It's like it's being real strong. It's like I told you somewhere before, somebody said moist. I told somebody before, the saddest fucking thing I've ever seen. Now you have to keep in mind, my sweet Dean, all right? I read somewhere in some scientific whatever that a mother's firstborn son has nearly identical DNA, and they have like a extra special bond, more so than with the other sons. It's something about the firstborn son specifically. And so when he hurts, I hurt. Plus, he's fucking adorable. He's like an old man, and he would wear a 3-piece suit all the time. I think at one point he said, "This is what I'm gonna do." See, and I was like, "What? Did you just speak at me in 40s?" Anyway, he was little. It was like I experienced his first real experience of loss. He had this balloon, and it was a helium balloon. He packed it around for the whole day. And we were getting out of somewhere, and he took it off for a second, and the balloon blew away. And he was like, and I watched him, and he watched the balloon, and there was like one glistening tear, and it was fucking slow motion and awful. It was awful. But he dealt with it like a champ. I don't know. That's this. Like a child misses their blanket. You've passed the test. Wow. The island, the mountain. It's complicated. In order to win this little Loki style battle, you gotta fortress up, be willing to be lonely, be willing to be alone. I think it's about like, it might even be proving to the self that being by yourself is still way better than You know what I mean? Like, it might be lonely by myself, but at least I'm not getting chewed out. My heart isn't clenched in fucking drama because of whatever. It's not about another person. I think that's what all of this is. Maybe that's why if you're single and you have this like ex or this something attached to you and they keep like coming back, coming back, coming back, and it's not something that you want, but it's something that you miss when it's gone, right? That's a karmic attachment. Like when it's right in front of your face, you're like, oh my God, I can't handle this, I can't stand this, whatever. But then when it's gone, you're like, aw, that's my bestie. Like, we have so many memories together. That's my karma. It's my karma. I know that karma. I can feel that karma. But now we're talking about defeating it's like I'd rather hang out with me than you. You know what I mean? It's not about having to, quote, run off to another person. It's simply, I would rather just hang out with me than with you. And light bulb, that's how you start attracting whatever. Because it's something about when you put yourself in the place of, I don't need anything, that's when everything comes. But then there's that fine line of like, diva, I don't fucking need you, so back up, to I'm good, I'm content, I'm just gonna do me. I mean, I'm open doors, tra-la-la, gonna go through my day. Do you see the difference? One pushes away, one is accepting with the same base point, which is I'm just gonna do me. And so it's like you figured out the loophole. And I think it starts with an argument that won't fucking stop. All right? About, it might be an ultimatum, and it's just, I think that I heard, like, you might block somebody. Like, straight up block them. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to, this is too complicated. I would rather just fucking hang out with me. Sorry, not sorry. And I want to be like, to be continued. Like, this is for 36 hours. 24, 36 hours, they'll fucking be back. I don't really ever feel necessarily like lessons from the universe come in one wave and then they don't come back again. I think that's their loop. That karmic loop stays on that loop for you. And it's a consistent lesson to keep remembering to not be on it. If you didn't buy the ticket for the merry-go-round, why are you waiting in the line? Right? Okay, so then what happens later on after that situation? Ooh-wee, wow, that's the wild. What's she doing? So somebody's fired up and they want to see their friends. Somebody's looking, it's the wild, that's the wild, right? He's looking like, how you doing? She's not paying attention. She's somewhere else. She's probably in the sad place, right? Because the gloomy doom came out with the win. Like, it's a win, but it's sad, right? This person here is trying real hard to cheer you up. You can tell. But you're still in a sad place because it's like, well, I just fucking threw away everything I knew. I mean, just because it was a crappy old childhood blanket doesn't mean it wasn't my childhood blanket. Right? I'd want to be like, call in the cavalry. Somebody who's going to try really, really hard to make you feel better because they know that you just fucking walked away from everything you know. Even if there's nothing on the other end. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like anybody's going to try to just jump into another relationship. It just feels like this one is like, well, that was that. In every picture I'm seeing, this feminine is by herself, and she's like, well, all right, and she's going to be okay. I keep wanting to say she's going to be okay. And so she goes to see friends, right? Probably feels like being pushed away from wherever she was at to where she feels like, I need to go be with friends or not be where I feel like the other energy, because it feels like keeps coming back and keeps coming back. And I keep getting this like, it's stressful. And so you're like, I need to go somewhere, anywhere that isn't here. In which case you would roll up on friends because you're fucking stressing me out. Exactly. And that probably causes another fight too. And so that's my point. This one's mad, right, about it, all on fire, imbalance, upset. And this one's just trying to process the emotions. She's sad about it, but that's the thing about Tabira of the Waters. She does let shit go. She lets the water run right through her fingers. But it's sad. It's melancholy. Tabira of the Waters is not the one that you want to call on if you're planning on holding on to something, because she lets it pass. She does. She lets it go. So then you enter this like friend. This friend, it might be like a godsend to you. Okay, they're just a good person, and they're trying hard to turn that frown upside down. Right? They want any way possible to try to just make you smile. Right? And I don't necessarily. And you're being a fucking grumpus. Maybe they're being grumpy. Maybe it starts out like that. Like, they're like, what the fuck is your problem? And you're like, I'm just emotional. I'm sorry. I'm an emotional wreck. I'm not going to be a whole lot of fun. And then they're like, and then they get shitty. And I think that they start to feel your issue. And then I do feel like you have a friend who tries to fucking make you feel better. I don't know how. They're intuitive. The book. The broom. It feels like they are giving you a pep talk, right? It was unavoidable. You didn't need it, whatever. They're trying to talk to you. They might be being funny and animated, you know, which I love. Okay. I love it when a person is enjoying themselves while they're just talking. Okay. And then they're like, yeah, it was your friend. Okay, this is your friend who's trying real, real hard to make you feel better. They're like, yeah, man, it was a tower, my guy. That happened. But you saw it coming from a mile away. And that was the one house that this tornado chose to hit. But you're the grasshopper, my guy. Leap. And they're like, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was just unavoidable. Maybe it was whatever. And I can feel like a lightening of the mood, right? It might even be friends you have online or whatever. But then this other communication comes in. I feel like this is other, because I feel like it's like, yeah. You know how like when you're with your friends and you can tell that your friends are trying to make you feel better? And you're like, yeah, okay, I do feel better. Yeah, I'm smiling, thanks. You know, it's great and grand. And I'm happy. Yay. But then you get home in the moonlight and you're like, and it comes back. What is this mystery card? Oh, Jupiter and the bear. They don't say. What do they want? I don't know what deck I want to use. What is this? What deck is this? It's fancy, I'll tell you that much. Oh, it's got roses on it. Somebody's been talking about roses a lot lately. So I do feel like there's a whole lot of just blah, 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 move on, rada, rada. You got people that are mad, you got people whatever, but then you wind up by yourself at some point. And that's the part that I want to move into. Okay? Like, thanks so much to your friends. It's really great. But this is the part that I feel like you want. I don't even know if this communication is from the one that you are being tested by. It's like, we were talking about childhood blankets, right? There might be somebody that's like a teddy bear that you have that they wrap all the way around you and vice versa, and you feel safe. She wants her freaking teddy bear. Two of Cups. Six of Cups, the Lovers. I'm taking the Two of Cups. And that is under the moonlight. Both of those people are naked. They are sharing something. They're sharing something in a bowl. The Devil. This is weird. I'm like, they're sharing something in a bowl. They're like, have you ever tried this before? And she's like, it doesn't feel, it's the bear. They are a protective person. You know what I mean? They're not like, it's not, I put the pills in the people. It's not that. It's fucking, I don't know what's in the bowl. What's in the bowl, biatch? And she's sitting there. It might be, but she's doing the I love me, I love you, I love you not. What's the Devil here for? The Ace of Cups and the Sun. I want to be like, this shit sneaks up from behind. I think that there is a very conscious decision throughout the day where somebody's like, I would just rather hang out with me than be bothered. I'm going to do that. That's what is going to happen. I'm going to have a me day. It's just for me. I don't want to just whatever. And then you do that. And then in the middle of the fucking night, right when you're trying to process all this stuff, bam, out of nowhere, Knight of Swords. How you doing? The Fool. And you're like, well, as a matter of fact, my whole life just ended. I'm Five of Cups, Nine of Swords. How are you? And they're like, well, how are they? The Tower. My life is fucked up. Everything's awful. I don't know what's coming next. They might come to you because they feel like you do know what's next and you're not meeting them with that response. You're meeting them with, I'm miserable. How are you? And they're like, you want to... You see what I'm saying? This is that grasp that I'm talking about. They might be really, really strong, like a mighty oak. Okay? But that grasp where you can wrap all the way around them, that's what I'm talking about. And I heard the word recharge. The Hermit. I also want to be like, let it happen. Because whatever this unknown thing rolls up in on you, you're in a vulnerable place. I do feel like you're lonely. I do feel like you're lonely. And you got lonely vibes going on. But I don't feel like you're, I don't know. How do they wind up? How do they wind up anywhere near this one? I mean, I know we have a text, a call, a contact, but how do they actually wind up? They just fucking pop up out of nowhere. I think maybe they heard about it. I heard that you and so are, you know, whatever, because they felt it. And so they fucking reach out. Oh my God, I want to cry. It's like that moment when Daenerys on Game of Thrones is going to die and she's afraid and her dragon feels it and he comes and gets her. Do we know, like, roughly what time they reach out? Is there a time? The Empress. Might talk to them between 2 and 3. You might decide to get together after 9. There's 2 again. Did I say something about 2 o'clock in the morning last night? It better not be fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. Ace of Cups. Six of Cups. There's a lot of 2s here. There might be... When do they... Because I was talking about her being in the moonlight, but I don't feel like that's necessarily accurate. I don't know who this is. This is someone else. The Hangman, the one she's actually thinking about. I need a time frame. Okay. Three o'clock and 8 o'clock. Nine. That's what I was saying. Like 8, 9. That's when you go. So it's an invite for something later, which is, I feel like you feel like that's odd, but they can feel it. It's an invite for something later. I feel like somebody here wished to be put on the right path. And it's like it's all happening all at once. And I feel shocked. What time did I say this was? 9 o'clock? 2, 3 o'clock they call? Or those are two different instances? Like 2, 3 o'clock is when this whole drama happens with the one that wasn't about it. And then right after that, it's like your fucking emperor can feel it, high priestess. And they're like, hey, are you all right? Did you... And they can feel it, man. That's weird. King of Coins. Where are they this whole other time? The Fool. Wheel of Fortune, the Lover. They're trying to leave their own relationship. The Bear is. Now, for people who've been watching me for a while, the Bear doesn't have to be the same person over and over again. You could attract bear folk, right? You could attract men that are big and hairy and muscular. And, you know, you have one bear, then another bear, and this is your grizzly bear, and that's your polar bear, and this is your panda bear, whatever. Okay? But this is someone who's got bear energy. They just do. And they can feel that you're fucked up. Sad. They can feel it. And this whole time, they've been trying to leave a different relationship. All right. And you just haven't seen them for a while. But then it's like you put it out there. And here they are. The World. It's like they... Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Rods. They see clearly. You see clearly. King of Pentacles again. And it's fast moving. Ace of Cups. They're going to get in there and they're going to squeeze in there and they're going to stay in there. That's the plan. I don't know what to fucking call this. Can we get the sun sign of the soulmate, please? King of Rods is Sagittarius. Ten of Cups, Justice, Six of Cups. I want to be like, don't fucking worry about it. It's the one that takes action. It's the one you want. It's the one that gives you the attention that you want. It's the one that you thought you'd never get. Seven of Swords. But I don't want to say that shit. Okay? Because people always take that the wrong way. They're like, well, you said it was going to be the one that got away, the one that whatever. Alright? It's 24-hour tarot. And for example, I have a bunch of kids. And I have a Sagittarius sun. And sometimes he gets fucking mad. So he goes to his room and that's, quote, leaving me. And then he comes back the next morning and he's like, Mom, I'm sorry, you're pretty. Right? It's people that are around you. And I'm telling it as a big old love story. But when you start putting these faces with the people around you that are actually in your life, you're like, oh. But then again, for some of you, somebody broke your heart and they fucking dipped. And here they come a-wassailing. Right? And it's not because there's something wrong with them. It's because they can feel that you need them. They can feel it. And they want to make it better. They want to make you feel better. They love your ass. I don't even know what these cards are. I guess they're Lenormand. Fairies and Christmas. Okay, can I get one card, please, for how we're going to be leaving the next 24? Guides, angels. I don't know what to call this. Wow. That was fucking profound. On this side, they just flung out. The Three of Swords and the Empress came out. And the Emperor with the Queen of Rods in reverse. And it came with this, like, look at me, I can have another you in a minute. And I think it's gonna fucking sting. Except I think it hurts other people too. Somebody's being fucking dumb. Can we get one card, please, for how we're going to be walking away? Two of Swords. You're... I don't know. Remember how I said it wasn't going to just go away? Right? It wasn't going to just be this easy peasy transition. I feel like the next day they come back and put the shove on it even harder. I just want to be like, prepare for battle, because they're going to be a complete douchebag. Complete. Well, that was not the most positive way to end this off. Okay, tribe. Don't forget about our collective tarot deck that we're making together. If you have some designs for any particular cards, please get on the Raven's Nest and send those in. I'm going to go fix my computer screen so that we can send, so that I can upload some videos. I have a whole bunch of them to upload for you right now. Instagram is dharmajane.8. I don't know what else. All right, that's all I have for you. I love you so much. We'll go finish this chat on Instagram, on the Raven's Nest. Until next time, have a good one.